My people, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Matala FC. We are within. Shout out for tuning in, guys. Hope your weekend was blessed, extravagant. You get me? Blessed Sunday, y'all. Craven Cottage. Your boy just finished the game between Fulham and Man United. Fulham are our next game. So, as much as I'm watching the game, getting some insight in terms of how Fulham are lining up, how they are structuring themselves in terms of being a team, I would say I think we have a good chance of beating Fulham based on our trajectory as Chelsea. That's next week's agenda. We'll do all that in the future, in the coming week. For today, as per the title, let's talk about the money thing. So, when I was in high school, I had one of my favorite teachers, and earlier stages of high school, grade 8, grade 9, immediately he'd walk in, he would say, "Time for maths, it's time for maths." And today, it is time for maths, guys. Maths in terms of business. You get me? The summation of money. So, Connie Chukwemeka and Aaron Anselmino have flown to Germany. They'll join Dortmund. Anselmino on loan. Connie Chukwemeka as a permanent Dortmund player. So, goodbye to Connie Chukwemeka. Unfortunately, his time at Chelsea had so many injuries. Just a bruised time at Chelsea. Under Poch, you saw the glimpses before that injury. Was it against West Ham or Aston Villa? One of the teams that wears claret and blue. He got injured and he was out for months on end. By the time he came back, he couldn't just break through into the team again. So, Connie, good luck. I think that's a good deal for his career. He'll play football at the top level. He'll be at one of the best clubs in Germany, and Mark Goldbridge will watch him because he's now got the Bundesliga rights. What a feat for Mark Goldbridge. I don't know why that hit my brain right there. You get me? But let's break it down, guys. Summation. Time for maths, as we said. Joao Pedro joined from Brighton and Hove Albion. Since then, we've signed another from Brighton and Hove Albion. I don't know if he's even on this list. We'll get there, but we should mention him. So Joao Pedro joins for 63.7 million. Everything in euros, guys. Let's break it down together. Jamie Gittins joins for 56. Jorel Hato from Ajax. Liam Delap from Ipswich. Boy from Man City's academy. Also, Jamie Gittins has some Man City roots. Esteval William from Brazilian football. Palmeiras, thank you for this gem. Dario Esugo signed some time back, confirmed a while back. Okay, by Fabrizio, not by Chelsea. But you know how football is. Fabrizio's the spoiler, and then you get the confirmation through your club later. So we have Dario Esugo, our second Kaiseo, if anything. And then we have Mamadou Sarr, who's back on loan at our sister club of Strasbourg, but we signed him permanently last window, in the previous window. Then we have Kendry Paez, Chelsea player, on loan, signed from Independiente. That's also where Moise Caicedo started his journey. Before he joined Brighton, he was in Ecuador playing for the same club. Mamadou Sarr again. Why the boy appearing twice? Oh, these are the loan players now. So Connie Chukwemeka, this is transfer market. They yet to edit that he's permanently left the club for a fee of 25 million. They'll put that in, I'm sure. And maybe they have by now. Mike Pender's on loan from Chelsea. His loan ends next year, come the end of the season. Yeah, Kendry Paez again, loan. Yeah, Mark Gill, recent loan to Sunderland. Caleb Wiley. Just so we know, Caleb Wiley is at Watford, guys. If we remember him, signed from Atlanta United in America. He's an American boy, left back, left wing back. I thought by now he would have had a chance at Chelsea. There's another wing back we have to mention that's not here. Dena Evangelista from Corinthians in Brazil is not on this list. Another one from Sporting. Why is his name not coming? Kenda, Giovanni Kenda, shining for Sporting, should break through for Portugal very soon. He's also not on this list. We have David Washington. David Washington is it's a comedic relationship. He's on loan at the club we bought him from, at Santos. He never really played for Chelsea. He got a cameo against Brentford under Poch. Other than that, nothing. The summation of the business we've done in this transfer window is above 270 million. 270 million on Chelsea selling players. Wow. What a club we are. I understand buying so many players, but if you can ship them on. And when you think about it, right? Look at a Vega. Vega's not even on this list. He's joined Villarreal. Look at Vega, guys. Look at Julio Enciso. Maybe Enciso didn't need it, but when you think about Vega, right? We gave Vega a sort of name. He was at Basel, no one was looking at him. He joins Chelsea, immediately Portugal consider him for the first team. Then he breaks through for Portugal. Then he ends up at Villarreal. Not the biggest club in Spain, but a club with good stature. You know, he can build from there. He's in La Liga. He could go on to a bigger club. He's young. He's just 21, I believe. So if that's the model, we're not killing careers, and that makes me happy. Let me know your thoughts on that, guys. Are we still killing a few careers? Are we damaging or tainting careers? Because I think in that regard, if we're able to offload and you go to a club where you can better yourself, better your career, like Connie Chukwemeka. If Anselmino is taken by Dortmund and unfortunately he doesn't play for Chelsea, we can still at least have that consolation that he's at a club where he can build himself and be a great player for the future of football at large. So, those were arrivals, yes. Departures. We speak of departures. Noni Madueke wasn't as great as we would have liked him to be at Chelsea, but he's at Arsenal. He could build from there. You know, I don't want him to build and be great and damage us and actually score goals against Chelsea in London derbies. No, but he can have a great career. That's a good stepping stone for him as a player. Young player, 23-year-old. You get me? Joao Felix didn't work out. Ever since he left Benfica, it hasn't really worked out. But if he comes to Chelsea permanently, which he did, at least ship him on to a club where he can enjoy his football. We don't watch Saudi Pro League. Maybe you guys do, but I don't. I just know that it's a platform, a league that's growing, and he can have an impact for Al Nassr. And I'm happy for him. Felix is probably enjoying his football, playing alongside his idol. You get me? Dore Petrovic, painful one to some degree, but he's gonna be a first team player now. He got a clean sheet yesterday. You know, he's gonna play. He's gonna have minutes in which league? The Premier League, arguably the best league in the world, as they say. Dore Petrovic is a starter for a club in that league. We got him from Chicago Fire, I believe, in America. So, platform. Chelsea's being a platform. If that's what we are, bless us, in my opinion. You get me? We can keep going, guys. But let's skim through the rest. Ugo Chuku, Burnley, starter. You know, Kieran Dewsbury Hall, today, brilliant game. Him and Grealish playing alongside each other for Everton. Brilliant. Came to Chelsea, won 2 trophies. KDH is now a starter for Everton. Brilliant platform, I would say. You get me? We move Vega, as we mentioned. Armando Broya, starter for Burnley. Or maybe he will be with time. I don't think he started most games recently. Omogu, okay, there maybe we tainted to a slight degree. Let's be honest. He was doing fine at Saint Etienne. We brought him in. He saw nothing. Now he's at Strasbourg. He's probably not angry with Chelsea, but he's a Strasbourg player permanently. So let's see. Maybe he's enjoying. He can play Conference League again, and now he can be a starter, I would say. So Omogu, I hope it's a good thing for him. Bashir Humphreys left a while back, and I don't know why it's staying left back here. I believe he's a centre back, but maybe he switched positions. I don't know. Kepa never really worked out to that level at Chelsea. Still a Europa League winner with Chelsea. Still bagged some trophies at the club. Beautiful trophies. Now he's at Arsenal. What? That's crazy. That's good business from us. Bettinelli is at Man City. Bettinelli was at Chelsea for the vibes. So maybe he's just at City for the vibes as well. Bettinelli for the vibes. That's what I used to call him. Bergstrom. I'm just happy Bergstrom moved on, if I'm being honest. And he left on a free transfer. He didn't really play for Chelsea. It's fine. I'm not touched with that one. And then the rest we've mentioned already. Yeah, guys. So now, Kane Chukwemeka and Anselmino, most recent deals. We work on deals for Nkunku, Nicolas Jackson, Ben Chilwell, Raheem Sterling. May these men find greener pastures to play on the green. You get me? I was trying to create a bar there. Oh, no. Didn't work out. But yeah, guys, bet you all thought your boy's going to be quiet today. Nah. I was thinking about it since the morning, but I wanted to package it in the right way. Emphasize that we're doing great business in the BlueCo era. We don't have to keep signing so many every window, though. I think we do need to get to that point where Maresca looks around him and says, we good here, guys. Listen to me. Listen to Don Maresca. We are good. Let's build on these players. and maybe Strasbourg becomes more of the Chelsea. Does that make sense? We work through Strasbourg, which we're actually doing in this window. So that's something to consider. We might get a third club in the multi club model. I don't know if the pursuit of sporting is still active, but I think we will get a third club in this model. And then we see how that works. Triple threat. You get me? Shout out for tuning in, guys. We'll be back tomorrow. Can't wait for Newcastle, Liverpool. I shared my thoughts on Fulham and Man United. Did I? I think very okay game. 1-1 deserved results. You get me? Yeah, mellow football today, really. I watched Everton. They really thrashed Brighton, in my opinion, based on tactics. Good game, though. I enjoyed it. But yeah, guys, as we said, we'll be back. We'll be back. Let me not just drag blessings, my people.